Big war. Chris's ex-wife revealed Amy's property sold for $2.1 million. Get lost, drama, little people, big world. The explosion no one saw coming. It was supposed to be a peaceful summer in Oregon for the little people, big world family. Amy Roloff had been focused on her charity events, cooking ventures, and quality time with her husband, Chris Marek. But in a twist that feels ripped straight from a reality TV finale, a shocking series of revelations has left fans stunned, and the Roloff family reeling. First came whispers of Chris's mysterious ex-wife, whose identity had been hidden for years. Then, in a move that rocked the local real estate market, Amy's cherished property was sold for a staggering $2.1 million. And finally, an explosive confrontation allegedly ended with a furious "get lost" being shouted across the driveway. What really happened behind the scenes? Why is Chris's past suddenly front-page news? And could this mean the end of Amy's dreams of a quiet life away from Roloff Farms drama? We dug deep into the timeline, the interviews, and the insider accounts to bring you the full story. The secret past of Chris Marek. For years, Chris Marek has been known to little people, big world viewers as the calm, level-headed real estate agent who stole Amy Roloff's heart after her divorce from Matt Roloff. But in the last month, rumors began circulating online that Chris was hiding something, a past marriage that had never been mentioned on the show. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Chris has always been private, a close friend of Amy's told us. But this was something Amy had no idea about until it came out in the open. The ex-wife revealed. The woman at the center of the storm is reportedly Melissa Hart, a graphic designer from Portland who was married to Chris in the late 1990s. Public records show the two were together for almost 5 years before divorcing quietly. Melissa had remained out of the public eye until now. A leaked series of emails, allegedly from a former co-worker of Chris, hinted at financial disputes and a bitter end to their marriage. Amy reportedly confronted Chris at their battleground home. The conversation, according to one neighbor, got heated. "I heard voices. Amy sounded upset," she said. "You should have told me from day one." And then Chris tried to calm her down, the neighbor revealed. The $2.10 million property shocker. While still processing the revelation about Chris's ex-wife, Amy was hit with another blow, the sale of her beloved property. The house in question, located just minutes from Roloff Farms, had been her sanctuary since her divorce. For years, Amy hosted charity gatherings there, filmed cooking videos, and invited family over for birthdays and holidays. But now, the sprawling home and land have been sold to an out-of-state buyer for $2.1 million. Why sell now? Sources say Amy didn't want to sell, but felt pressured after mounting disagreements over finances with Chris. Chris wanted them to downsize and travel more. Amy wanted to keep her roots here. They fought about it for months. An insider disclosed. Get lost. The driveway showdown. The breaking point came during what should have been a routine meeting with the property's buyer. Witnesses claim that after signing the papers, Amy stood in the driveway with tears in her eyes while Chris tried to reassure her. But then, an unexpected arrival. Melissa, Chris's ex-wife, allegedly showed up uninvited. What happened next has become the stuff of reality TV legend. Melissa tried to say she was happy for them, but Amy cut her off and told her, "Get lost," a witness recalled. Chris just stood there, completely shocked. Family reactions. The Roloff kids have reportedly been divided over the situation. Zach expressed concern for his mom, telling friends that she's been through enough drama to last a lifetime. Jeremy, on the other hand, reportedly told Amy that selling the property might be a blessing in disguise. Matt Roloff, Amy's ex-husband, kept his comments short when reached by reporters. "I wish Amy well. That's all I have to say." Fan outrage and speculation. Social media has exploded with reactions to the triple drama, the ex-wife revelation, the $2.1 million sale, and the get lost moment. Hashtag Team Amy and hashtag Team Chris hashtags have been trending for days, with fans fiercely debating who's in the wrong. Some blame Chris for hiding his past. Others think Amy overreacted and should, Let the past be the past. The future of Amy and Chris. For now, Amy and Chris are still together, but insiders say their relationship is under serious strain. The two were seen leaving a counseling office earlier this week, holding hands but avoiding eye contact with photographers. Whether they rebuild or break apart, one thing is certain. Little people, big world fans will be watching every move. Introduction: an Oregon summer explodes into chaos. On what began as a calm summer morning in Battleground, Washington, Amy Roloff's life turned upside down in a series of blows no one saw coming. First came the revelation. Chris Merrick, the man she'd built a new life with after her divorce from Matt Roloff, had a secret ex-wife no one in the Roloff family had ever met. Then came the heartbreak. Amy's cherished property, a home she had poured her post-divorce soul into, was sold for $2.1 million in a deal that left her feeling betrayed. And then, like a reality TV script written for maximum shock value, came the driveway showdown. Chris's ex-wife standing just feet from Amy, an icy exchange, and Amy's furious command: "Get lost." What happened in the weeks leading up to this triple blow will go down as one of the most explosive chapters in Little People, Big World's off-camera history. The secret past of Chris Merrick. The rumors begin. For years, Chris Merrick had been the steady hand in Amy's life.
Calm.
Supportive. Patient. But as Amy prepared for her summer charity auction in late May, small whispers began drifting into her social media messages. A fan from Portland wrote, "Amy, did you know Chris was married before? I think I know his ex." Amy dismissed it at first. After all, she had never asked Chris too many questions about his life before her. She assumed he would share what mattered. But the rumor snowballed. By early June, an anonymous email landed in Amy's personal inbox with a subject line: "Ask Chris about Melissa." Who is Melissa Hart? The Melissa in question turned out to be Melissa Hart, a 52-year-old graphic designer from Portland who, according to court records, was married to Chris from 1996 to 2001. The marriage ended quietly, with no children, but those close to the couple described it as messy and unresolved. They fought over everything: finances, lifestyle, even where to live, said a man claiming to be Melissa's former coworker. It ended badly, and Chris swore he'd never talk about it again. The confrontation at home. Amy confronted Chris one Thursday evening, the sunset spilling gold light into their kitchen. "Amy, why am I hearing from strangers that you were married before? Why didn't you tell me?" Chris: Amy, it wasn't important. It was a long time ago, and I didn't want my past to define our relationship. Amy: not important? You promised me no secrets, Chris. None. The conversation ended with Amy retreating to her upstairs office, slamming the door. The $2.10 million property sale. While the Chris-Melissa revelation was still fresh, Amy faced another shock. Her beloved house, the one she bought after divorcing Matt, the one that symbolized independence, was suddenly under discussion for sale. Chris had been urging her to sell for months. "We could travel, Amy. Lives smaller. Make new memories," he argued. Amy resisted. But when a developer from California offered $2.1 million, far above market value, Chris pushed harder. On June 28th, Amy signed the papers. Sources say she cried quietly in the bathroom before the meeting, calling her close friend Lisa and whispering, "I feel like I'm losing part of myself." When she emerged from the title company's office, she told Chris flatly, "Amy, you got your sale. I hope it's worth it." The driveway showdown. The ink was barely dry when the most shocking moment of all unfolded. Amy and Chris returned home to find Melissa standing at the edge of their driveway. She had on this bright red blazer, like she wanted to be noticed, a neighbor later told reporters. Melissa claimed she wanted to clear the air and wish them well. "Amy, you don't get to show up here. Not after everything this week." Melissa: "Amy, you're overreacting." Amy, shouting, "Get lost." Chris froze, torn between the two women. Melissa turned on her heel, walking away without another word. Family reactions. Zach Roloff: "Mom's been through enough. She doesn't need this added stress." Jeremy Roloff: "Selling the house might be a blessing in disguise, but I hate how it all went down. Matt Roloff. I wish Amy well. That's all I'm saying. Even Tori posted a cryptic Instagram story. Family first, always. Fan outrage. Within hours, hashtags Team Amy and Team Chris trended. Some blamed Chris for hiding his past. Others felt Amy was making too much of a decades-old marriage. A viral TikTok clip with 1.2 million views featured a fan yelling, "Tell him to pack his bags, Amy," while holding a pumpkin spice latte. Amy speaks out. In an emotional Facebook Live on July 5th, Amy addressed her fans. "Life throws curveballs. I'm hurt, but I'm not broken. As for the house, sometimes you have to let go of things, even when it breaks your heart." Chris, in a separate interview, defended himself. "I love Amy. My past shouldn't be a weapon. Made mistakes by not telling her sooner, but my commitment hasn't changed." Insiders say Amy and Chris are now in couples counseling. They still wear their wedding rings, but friends note the warmth is gone. Amy has been seen browsing smaller properties in Vancouver, Washington, while Chris reportedly told a friend he's tired of the constant suspicion. A cliffhanger for the ages. For now, Amy is keeping busy with her cooking classes and charity events. But the shadow of Chris's past and the void left by selling her home lingers. Will this be the final straw for Amy and Chris? Or will they rebuild? In Little People, Big World, one thing is certain. The drama never really ends.